speaking recording.
Yes.
Okay. See? So these are services. These are the services give Azure. Category virtual machine. Okay. Is a virtual machine comes under the compute category.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the exam topic workload and Azure resource management and virtual machines. Okay. Virtual machines classic and virtual machines kernel set. Okay. This area, this old data, right? This topic.
Okay.
Yeah. Focus on this one virtual machines classic and virtual machines skills, because the virtual machine classic in the bracket, this is very old way actually. 10 days, 10 years they are using virtual machine, standalone virtual machine. Now, so when in this one, so you need a resources, right? Like hard disk, RAM, okay, how this has been hosted in network. Okay. Now, for this virtual machine, there are so many resources wanted. Every resource is scattered in a different way. Okay. So they are grouping it actually in an old way. So that's why they specified classic. But in a virtual machine, they are grouping it. They are grouping it as a resource group. Because once you use this resource Azure resource group, you can have full control on it. That means you will have security controls. You can give a role-based access to your users. Okay, then you have certain grouping. You have a certain facility. Okay, manage this resource group. So that are specifying the classics and group. That is nothing but ARM. Okay, Azure Resource Manager. This is nothing. Group all the resources under one name. Okay?
Yeah, so there's many clients. So like for one group, another client another group like this, right?
That means for virtual machine, you can specify that in virtual machine. Because if you bring it all the resources in a one group, okay, what the benefit of it is very useful for setting metadata take. Okay. Another purpose is you can monitor your groups. That means what is continuously using by users. Okay, this your billing purpose also, it's very easy. You can come to know, okay, you can keep up on monitoring on your billing. So suppose manager for virtual machine, you must have at least storage, right? You need a storage. That means hard disk. Okay, inside the hard disk, you will specify resource like 2 core, 5 MB RAM, okay, 7 RAM. Then this one is part of your which location it is, geographic location where it is going to be. All small resources in a Windows resource grouped under one name. That means all these are bundled. This is purely for billing management and monitoring purpose.
Okay.
Any problem on this one, you come to know in a virtual machine it is not working correctly. Okay, some error. So that you can, the diagnostic log, you can be able to see what resource manager is reporting this problem. So that reporting manager, you can easily identify because of the number, the size of the RAM or such a hard disk. You can identify what are the other aspects they are creating some problem. Okay? For this specifying resource management. Now, only no one is creating it. The virtual machine traffic, it is they are keeping it. Microsoft keeping it for old customers. Okay? So, clients they are using this Windows Classics. Now, if you are creating a new machine, you have to select virtual machines only. That virtual machine by default, it is using the resource. Okay, sorry, resource manager group, ARM.
Okay.
So resource manager group, it's nothing but just for managing and monitoring the virtual machines. Another one is for billing purpose only. Suppose you are not aware about it in a particular thing, for you are always 24 hours on. Okay, even it's a 10 machine. Okay, when the 10 machine in budget, it is okay, but in some cases it's exceeding the budgeted. Okay, then we have to monitor it. Okay, which resource consumes a lot of billing, whether it is hard disk or RAM, or whether it is software inside that, or whether it is downloading or uploading, or it's altered with internet, or any level crash, anything. If it is happened, then you have to monitor it, right? For monitoring purpose only, they are managing all these groups inside the AR. Okay. You want it. So once you grouped it, it's for security. Now we have a SharePoint group, right? A member to the SharePoint group and give a permission. Same thing is Azure Resource Manager also. Once you create, you can give a permission to user. Okay.
Okay.
Now we will create virtual machine. If you see this, create machine that runs on Linux or Windows. Select an image from the marketplace. This is very important.
Yeah.
Do you remember I told you, right? If you have an on-premise machine, you have a Windows 7, you are very comfortable with the machine. Okay, this all software, all reporting software, some accounting software, some the old software is there. Okay, now you want to keep this machine on cloud, then you have to take a backup that machine image concept. So you have to go back to that control panel. In the control panel, there will be a file backup option. Some file backup option. Okay, I think, but it will create a file kind of ISO. So you copy the ISO file to Azure. So for example, you must have a storage account. You have to keep it in a storage account. Then when you are provisioning it, okay, comes under this one, or use your own customize. We select the image from the marketplace. That means it's a gallery. I'm giving default template to create your machine, virtual machine. It's Microsoft provided set of full configured machine. So you cannot expect anything on that one. You can install it. How you can install? You can, once the machine created, you will have a machine inside. You will have a network internet connection also. You can do the software. Okay, then you can start installing it. Otherwise, you create your own virtual machine image. Then add image to your this machine. For the being, I'm running and select an image from the marketplace. Nothing but is the default gallery.
Old server.
Yeah, they are server.
Okay.
That is 2007 enterprise. This is not, there will be a OS. Inside the OS, they are having this under edition. Okay, and virtual things. Now we'll go on this one.
Which one?
What operating system we are going to create it. Let me check the very smaller size. So this is a solution template.
Yeah.
These are the companies. Okay, they are nothing but this is automatic. This is the script actually. They giving this utility as soon as when you are provisioning the virtual machines, automatically will be there. So that means they are trust agent. There's nothing but when you are provisioning a data, machine. Suppose you wanted to access it, right? You want your own software. You can make the software when you are provisioning this. You need to attach the script. These are the operating systems. Server only. Okay. In the web, again there is a subset of your own server, different server. So I'll select so I also need R2S21. This is fair enough for Windows, SharePoint, right?
Yeah.
And see this select deployment model.
Yeah.
Manager for new workloads. Again, and another advantage is okay, when you are configuring load balance, okay, workloads, okay, you can specify the resource manager, manager group name, okay. So that's the advantage. One is for billing purpose, another one is for monitoring your virtual machines, okay, another for your workload. So in that, you cannot go and specify all the virtual machines. You simply go and select the resource group name. It will be provisioned into the Windows Azure virtual network. Okay. They are resource manager and classic. Now we always prefer resource manager only. See, Windows Server 2000 is a problem. Now click this create method. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, see, virtual machine configuration, basic configuration setting. So all have name, machine name. Okay.
Yeah.
And size. What the number of cores you wanted. Okay, the RAM size. See, now I'll select. And this type. Do you know this is very important?
Yeah.
The first time I used HDD high definition. Okay.
Yeah.
This is for solid state disk, right? This is the now which both friend, right?
Yeah.
Technologies. So you have to specify. Okay, I need a high hard disk or solid state. So you must understand the difference between SSD, HDD. State drive and a hard disk drive. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so you must understand technique because the risk nowadays everyone is using the left HDD.
Yeah. HDD only.
Okay. The difference is because it will quickly boot. SSD time.
Yeah.
One by one, it's reading the binary format slowly. The technology is there. So you can stop that virtual machine. Then if you are starting it, it automatically it will use some session state kind of state where you stopped it. Okay. So you have to always select SSD as well. That is based on. So if you select HDD, the bill is high. Because you need a high-end configuration, right?
Yeah.
So based on this selection also build.
Okay.
Listen, password. So I'm not following. It must be here. Password policy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, it's free time. Then again, you go. Okay. There is a different service. So this is developer purpose, right? So that's why. And resource group. This is very important. See this resource.
Yeah.
Okay. This group is collection of resources that share the same life cycle, permission and policy. This is very important. In the exam, okay. So you must understand what is resource group.
Okay.
It's collection of resources that share the same life cycle. Same
Yeah.
life cycle. That means when you see example, some small analog. We have table, right? It is master table, and in a master table we have a primary, and another things we have a child table. Okay, in the child table we have the primary key. We use master table, right?
Yeah.
Primary key and
Yeah.
child key. Yeah. Okay. If you try to delete any of these, it's nothing but it's a normalization. If you're trying to delete any of the record from the child record,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, so it won't allow you because it is linked. It's referencing different another table also. So same thing with the resource group. If you try with any of the resources that is under the one resource group, delete it. So it's the whole series group, resource group. That is also one of the advantage. Okay.
Okay.
Now I do how it will be. See, now I'll select
Yeah.
location group. Means location. These are the locations. These are the data center location. So as you select mail data location, that means so between your the virtual machine to data center is very quick, right? Very easily. Okay, it won't use much broad. But so bandwidth based also you will be charged. Hmm?
Okay.
All Windows license, no, I don't have. Okay,
Yeah.
that means I have. Now only for trial purpose only.
Yeah.
Save money, save up to 40% with the license you already own. Now again, they are, so if I don't have license, then by default one license, then they will be charging me. This, so now you are this basic configuration for my virtual machine. Okay, in that virtual machine, I must have a storage, right? In that, okay, it is plug in, plug out model only.
Yeah.
The machine, okay. In that machine, if it's hard disk storage medium, then I must select this disk type. See, premium disk cases are backed by solid system, low latency performance. This provides best balance between price and performance. Okay, best price is a very low end and ideal for input-output intensive application and production workload. Standard disks are backed by magnetic drive, preferred for applications where data access infrequently. Okay, one more exam topics. Okay, so there will be okay. So you are creating one application. So this is not frequently used. It's only 1 or 2 times in a day they are using. Okay, same time you need to save the cost also.
Yeah.
You have to select HTTP only.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a old model. So socket is advanced technology. Okay, they will use high HTTP hard disk drive is a very lowest model. Okay, this means it's done your business. If you want business, your business people they are continuously they are using. Actually, they are example they are uploading a file. They are uploading one images. They are doing some image operations, cropping, or they are doing some input operations on your application. Then you select SSD. Okay.
Okay.
Now I select for saving the money. I think that
Actually, it is high, right?
no, not I. as per this, no, SSD is high, solid state.
Okay.
It is the latest one here.
Okay.
And see this? This series, right? They are giving charges also. Premium is SSD. Okay? And
Okay.
here RDMA support. So which one I select? Only small group, right? See, set. Just bigger optimization. Memory optimization is nothing but high memory. See this 4 GB RAM. RAM, not storage. Storage is 864. So do you see this? The selected one. See this maximum input output is in a high intensive data processing, right? Hard disk, what is that? The data, multiple data from different locations, and they're processing, okay, for relative purpose they are doing, right?
Can you see down here HDD?
Sorry?
Can you HDD?
It's
Down. Yeah, here HDD.
yeah, this one.
It's high performance.
No, computing power. It is a computing power. See, there are grouping. Okay, memory of this high performance. Okay. Memory first. General purpose. They are specifying only this HDD.
Yes, to this general purpose.
Yes. Right. This is 3.5, and this is the RAM is this one, and then this. Okay, 16.
Okay.
Now, select very small one. Is a very basic. Okay, the basic series A2, A5, A4, A3, A2.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the basic ones. So I do one thing for my purpose. I select only A1. A3.
A3 is more, right?
Yeah. This is the server, right? This is the Windows. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have my machine. Okay, this must be posted inside the availability zone. See this? This specify availability zone in which your VM. If you choose to do so, manage this and public IP address will be created in the same availability zone. But they are asked is replicating. One machine will be on different location also. Therefore, if there is any problem with your location, if machine, okay, it is kind of load balancing only. It is nothing but load balancing. It is they are replicating the same machine. Okay, that means availability. Don't get fail. If there is any problem, then automatically users will to use to that replicated machine. So for you are creating one more virtual machine. So with that you have to pay for that extra for that. Okay.
Okay.
These developer groups they said have this option. Okay.
Yeah.
Storage use manage disk. See again. This is nothing but this hard storage medium. It's automatically created when you are provisioning it. Another, you can create your storage account. See, storage account. Storage only for hard management. Okay, 1 terabyte GB. You can specifically create your storage account. Then create a disk, right? A hard disk. Then this that disk is inside your virtual machine. Okay, one. So let them use to create by default this thing. See, automatically it is created. Okay, and my public address will be navigation VM dash. Okay, and extension is nothing but okay, machine. You can able to install antivirus software. Okay, then another some utility is be there, right? For system security update, graphics records, anything you can install it. Okay? Now auto shutdown. Enable auto shutdown. That means you have office hours and end hours. Okay, then your machine will be automatically shut down. Boot up is a monitoring. It's monitorable. If you enable monitoring, it will create log file, right? That log also stored on your hard disk only. Again, that hard disk is referencing the store type, right?
Yeah.
See, these are the resources. You know, there's a network resources. This is network resources and storage resources. Okay, high availability is nothing but it's a load balance resources. These resources are grouped under.
Yeah.
Since I can manage all this storage, what is that? This extension, then this one, the network related, then high availability. So I can manage. I don't want to go to this public IP address to manage this. I don't want to manage anything, any single resource. Okay. So if I want to remove this, I can go and delete my old resource group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now backup disabled. And its backup is nothing but for every time, for every number of hours, this will be created.
Yeah.
This will be created.
Okay.
Again, it will be storage account, right?
Yeah.
So now I will create. Okay. And this is pending final validation. The validation is passed. So my settings. Okay. Red machine. So what is for this? 25 rupees per hour. So 26 rupees per hour. Okay. If I keep on always on, then for every hour I will be charged. If I keep it for whole day, okay. So 26 into 24 hours. 20 be charged for this. And again, summary is this is important. So these are okay. Yeah. Next IP address you must have this. Okay. Click on this. Now, so I create an example template. Tomorrow, want same machine. Okay. Yeah. So again, I want to go and create one by one. I don't want. So I'll create a template. So the configuration only, right? This it's all a template for me. See this? It is nothing but format. You understand? Right? It is nothing but it is the automated script. This is a right exam. It definitely will come. So you should understand this. What is that? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Now this. Yeah. Okay, I'll keep here for now. The next I do, I don't want to get my own machine. Again, I go to I'll give my username and sorry, what is that? Machine name, research group name. I don't want to specify. I go and create it. Inside this, I just simply say the name for this machine name. Then I can create it. Okay. Okay. Get them created. Now it is creating deployment. The deployment group is irrigation group. Yeah. Okay. In you have so many resources, storage, network. Okay. Then configuration like missing basic size is there, right? A1 series. It will all be under the one resource group. today.
Yeah,
So
the air.
what you just okay Azure group, okay,
Yeah,
and workload
workload.
and virtual machine configuration. Now it is fully created now. See this and once you created this virtual machine, you can monitor it.
Mm.
See now see break. Local machine, we will see this, right? What are on process running, okay? Taking lot of memory on this CPU, okay, and network. Now we don't have any network, okay? That's why it's not showing anything. And the disk bytes, it's read by disk read and write bytes. Now it is right, because we are using Windows server, right? This
Yeah.
by default services will be there, so that is utilize how that is running on that machine. That's why it's showing this 564 MB read byte and write byte. So based on this read and write, this means IO, right? In bytes. This also you will be charged. Okay.
Okay.
Operation C. With operation 6 point is a second, 6.69 second.
Okay.
Okay. If you want minimize this one, then you have to configure. Now we said A2 size, right? You have to specify number of core, number of hard disk you wanted. You have to configure high-end machine. Okay, these are the properties. These are properties for virtual machines. See, whatever right now I'm scrolling down, right? Monitor. So these are the disk. Now see this this OS disk. This nothing but it is the image file, right? Image. It is coming from the gallery. Okay, VM configuration. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now add your additional data disk. So only C drive, right? In a C drive.
Yeah.
But I want to add one more drive also. D drive, E drive, F drive. I can use this. So again, if you if you are adding the data disk, you will be charged.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, so in a local machine. Okay, if you are running some SharePoint. Okay.
Yeah.
So in a SharePoint, it's showing some performance issue. What you have to do, you have to increase this RAM size, right? So the file, right? The SQL Server, it requires some more hard disk. What to do? Again, you got down the machine, correct? And you manually you have to fix it, right? Hard disk or RAM size. Okay, engineer has to fix it, right? So sometime. So meantime, your business will be stopped, right? So it's going to be happen on cloud.
Okay.
Without disturbing this, without your machines will automatically run. But same times you can increase number of core of RAM. You can add RAM, and time you can add a storage medium. Okay. So that is it's actually, you don't want to do anything. You want your server, then do some fix, then you don't want to do it on your cloud. Okay. Yes, it is, LRS is nothing but by default low redundant service. Okay, that means LRS means local redundancy storage. The same this server is the same is so I said explain, right, and the same rack. Okay, there will be storage rack, right?
Yeah.
And the same rack there will be another machine. Okay, nothing is LRS. replica purpose. If there is any problem on this machine, you will connect to the another another machine.
Okay. Okay.
Disadvantage. LRS and GRS is there. Geographically redundancy service storage.
Yeah.
Okay. No, coming days.
Okay.
Now, see this extension. So now, but any of the utilities. Now I don't have any utility on that one. Okay. This dairy. This continually 1 minute.
Yeah.
So you can write what is the extension. Extension is nothing but default when you are provisioning the machine. Okay, suppose you run antivirus. Okay, some allow.
Yeah.
Okay, want to provision not an antivirus or any of these utilities along with when you are provisioning this. You got to attach this script. Okay. Now lock. It's a lock. It's nothing but it's a grouping. You are securing your machines. Your machine is once created. Okay. Now see, I can add disk also right here.
Yeah.
Now you do that for purpose or monitoring purpose. You don't want to allow the user to add any resources to that my machine. Adding anything, then I will charge, right? So that will happen. So for this purpose, you can secure your resource group by using security manager. Okay.
Okay.
Now again this log type. You see this read delete. Read only nodes will be added to this my machine. Okay. This one is a low level security purpose. They are giving security in automation script. This already we have seen this one, this script.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you don't want to go create again you don't want to repeat this thing. Simply go and run the template. So there is a CHEP template is there, right? The Terraform is there, right? You can see this is the workflow Terraform. Okay. I don't know. This is newly added one Terraform.
Yeah.
Okay? This is a utility. It's nothing but it is some kind of API only. That API will accept JSON file as a parameter inside the jar. This is the C. Do you see this? This is nothing. It's only made of my machine.
Yeah.
Name and this thing again. My subscript and compute disk name. Okay. And then form services. Right. This is Microsoft Compute is a virtual type. This is a virtual type. It is for this JSON group. Okay. And the next is replicated. Okay, time it takes it takes 5 minutes, right? More than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, the next we don't want wait for more than 5 minutes, so it will automatically provision. Okay, provision state also they are recorded. Okay, and virtual network related and everything. Okay, role balance by default. Okay, Denny unbounded. Now right now it won't accept. So the machine created.
Yeah.
Okay. Now operations. So once you machine is created, you shut down operand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See this? Add-on. That is a backup file.
Yeah.
Suppose you are installing some antivirus on your server. Somehow it's crashed. Okay. Someone is disturbing your existing application. So you thought, okay, I don't want this, not an antivirus. I want the same system. It is how this been worked well morning. You want to, you can go back and revert back to your OS system. In that case, you can revert back it. Usually this will happen, you know, when feeding something in a Windows server that is not working. Okay, it's continuously showing some performance issue. But you okay, 2 बजे अच्छा चल रहा था, अभी नहीं चल रहा. That time I will do you are the number of the time the machine is working properly. So you put that same ISO point that system in time. Okay, you come back, you will revert back to that. Suppose they are using again, this is a service, right? This is a cloud service.
Yeah.
Okay, you will be charged for that.
Charge.
Yeah, anything you always you remember you are taking a rental from some apartment. Okay, once you rent a flat, then you'll be charged for your power usage, water usage.
Yeah.
Then using a okay, public using some common area, you will be charged for that. Everything you will be charged for. The same thing it's happening.
Yeah.
And if you now these are the level. So management, you can manage it everything on the portal level. Now help machine. It. You just click on that. See, usually we use RD on our local machine, right? Hello. Yeah. Okay. Now R file. This is RDP, right? Remote computer will specify this IP address and will download.
Yeah.
Right? Download this RDP file. It's nothing but it is just .il only. RDP file only. Now if I click that, see this, open it. Now enter in. Now I'm opening this Windows machine now. I think what is the name? Navigation, right?
Yeah.
Password. I don't know which name. Find it on this. You can find this name from here. Okay. So got one.
The Malaysian VM is there, right? Computer 9.
Yes. The extra is template.
Small letter only.
Yeah. Series parameter. Actual missing VM, right? Correct only.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Small letter before you put capital.
No, it's not a matter. What that?
Yeah.
हो गया? अच्छा. Actually, I think I must have forgot my password for that. But let's see. जरा चेक कर लिया. मैं इधर देख अच्छी नहीं तो छोड़ दो वो कोई बात नहीं. नीलम कल हम लोग ये करने का देखना ऊपर ज्यादा हो गया. तुम्हारा नहीं मेरा आज है ना. आज नहीं कल था. अरे बाप चलो छोड़ो. It is a server, right?
Yeah.
We'll run this once again. When it has.
Forgot.
The name is DM. Murugesan DM. Okay.
Username.
The next statement that will अभी आज का आया है इसके अंदर आया
Username. This is the computer.
yeah one yes, it's a computer name correct sorry use different account I use this one no
So,
the username is Murugesan
yeah.
Murugesan wow see this so always you keep this one that Murugesan name okay Murugesan the login is Murugesan now I'll connect that is Pepper free
Yeah, free.
this one WebEx
Web is totally not free. There is also
14 trail right
like there are many additional services are there.
Now it's stopping the break. So you can manage your virtual machine, everything in the portal level only. Yeah? you can virtual machine in portal.
Yeah.
You can
Portal
stop.
direct also we can.
Yes.
Okay.
Including you can take a snapshot. You can capture it. That usually we will do. We'll take a backup plan, right? In a
Yeah.
machine, we'll take system image, then being forth and back and forth from to this one local machine or at Azure storage. Okay, then create the image file, right? Instead of doing that, directly you can capture it. You will do it on direct basic physical machine only, right? But here you can use this. See this, the resources allocated to this machine, it's deallocating now.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, delete all this resource group. I don't want anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll get back to dashboard. See those stop, right?
Yeah.
This is that manage this.
Mm.
Now come add resources. See this.
Mm.
How many resources inside?
Mm.
Old one. Stores, virtual network and virtual machine, disk, network interface, public IP address, and security groups. Okay, these are the resources. These are the resources run by virtual machine on cloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Now what anything of this one? What to do? I have to go and select my resource group and deleting it. So deleting anything. See now the disk is resource, right? Now to delete this. See what happened? Okay. It's asking you confirm delete, then type yes. Yes, I want to delete. Okay. Now I click.
Mm.
This error details is Murugation, this disk name is attached to VM. Okay, and again that VM is part of this subscription ID. Okay, and these are already it's allowed, it's attached. So I cannot delete any single resources. So I have to delete group, resource group.
Yeah.
Okay. It's that it is I give you analog, right? Master child table and child table referencing the foreign key. The foreign key, it is nothing but is the master key's parent key. Creating link between normalization, right? With enable format. So you can delete one record from the child table because it is referenced. Same thing, it is same logic it is applied here. So I cannot delete it. So now what? See, suppose there is 100 resources attached to my resource group. So I cannot go and delete one by one, right? So doing that, I'll go and delete the group. So I select the resource group. I have this Murugation group we have created, right?
Yeah.
Go and delete this. Select this. Okay. This group uses all these resources.
Yeah.
Thank you. Delete resource group. Okay. Now they are saying, okay, if you are deleting this resources, the group, all these groups will be get deleted. It is a warning. So
Yeah.
okay. So what you have to do, one, the Murugesan group resource is irreversible. I mean, you cannot roll back. Okay, this act to take cannot be undone. Going further, we delete the resource group and all these resources permanently. Type the resource. So my group name is Murugesan group, right?
Yeah.
It button is enabled. Okay, once you click, all resources will be get deleted. Okay, now I don't have a resource group for this. Now it's showing not found.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how we are creating virtual machine.
Yeah.
Virtual machine scale set. Okay. So virtual machine scale set is nothing but just your virtual machines. Okay. We'll do that. Okay,
Number
let's see on same time, right? 7:30.
of- Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.